They say hip-hop is all elementary, my dear Watson. No middle ground of juniors, high school of thoughts. Sit down, let me tell you a story.
My name is Jason Woods, aka Flash Gordon Parks. I'm an ethnomusicologist, historian, DJ. I just want to show that Houston, the city itself, is very diverse, multi-dimensional, and that the DJ plays a huge role in shaping culture. The DJ has always been instrumental in that. I think being a crate digger, record collector, I started to really notice how many musicians, artists had recorded in Houston or had some type of connection to Houston from Houston. So that really motivated me to just dig deeper. And so from there, I started to think about how the DJ was responsible for playing these tunes. So a lot of the music that I grew up loving, whether it be through hip hop, you know, sampling it, the DJ was the one who introduced me to those songs. And so from there, I wanted to dig a little deeper and really uncover a lot of the gems here in Houston. I started off, you know, going to the people that I knew, different DJs that I knew who had been doing it for 20 plus years. I sat down with them first, just having a simple conversation, asking them how did they get started, just being really interested in their journey.
Don Samuel, but Don Sam is my radio name.
Michael Smith, a freelance writer for the Houston Press and associate music editor of Texas Music Magazine.
Yeah, I'm Chuck Grost and owner of Vinyl Edge Records.
DJ Sun.
DJ Cypher, Crackin' Nuts, you know.
I am Carlos DJ Styles Garza.
Believe it or not, I just knew this was for me.
It kind of opened my mind to getting into the radio then.
Had a great love for music, and I feel like it sort of transpired to me.
I came from the generation of the older guys always saying stuff like, you'll hear a song, and they'll say something like, oh boy, you don't know about that, that's that old school. So back then, when the old school person told us that, first thing we did was, we tried to find out, because we like, can't not know. That's, you know, old school telling me I don't know.
You know, one of the first times that I realized that people from Houston ever made records was at my grandparents' house in the Fifth Ward, digging through some of their records. And I pulled out a record for the Cashmere High School Band. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a Cashmere High School in Houston. So I'm looking at the credits, I'm like, this says Houston. I played a record, I'm like, man, it is jamming. I didn't realize there were ever people in Houston that made records.
I had it explained to me once that Houston economically was doing so well with oil, timber, medicine, construction, that even though we really had a strong music thing, 40s and 50s, a lot of recording going on here, a lot of talent here, the city never got behind it like Nashville did back then and then Austin later. They just didn't need the money.
I think in general, the diversity of Houston, I think is one of the greatest things about it. You have all walks of life, all economies, all races here, and seem to get along. I like that. Cost of living is great. I mean, I'm able to own a really nice home, whereas in other cities I may not be able to do that. So I think that's good about Houston. It supports its art scene pretty well, music scene as well. I like it.
There's something in the water, the heat, the humidity. There's something here that just kind of makes us kind of go at our own little pace.
The benefit of being a DJ in Houston is that, and I'm sure this happened in other states and cities as well. I mean, Houston is a hustle town. I mean, I can't. I don't know any other way to put it.
There's no way I could put all of this into some 60-minute or 90-minute documentation. Like the amount of information is so vast and so rich that literally it could be an ongoing series. You know, there's so many different areas and pockets in Houston that have its own history within itself, you know, that deserves to be told. Those stories need to be told. In having those conversations with certain DJs and promoters and just people who were a part of the culture, a part of the scene, I was learning that, man, Houston is so much more than I thought it was.